Welcome to the Speed Traveler Presents Best Roads. In this episode, we feature Mulholland Highway. This epic road, which runs between Universal Studios and the famed beaches of Malibu, was the unofficial and sometimes deadly racetrack for Hollywood bad boys and aspiring racers. Join us on this exhilarating Los Angeles adventure.
All right, well, welcome to the Speed Traveler Best Roads. Today we have the first of the Best Roads series, Chris, on Mulholland Highway here in our backyard right here in LA.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this one. This is a great place for you and I to start this adventure because, you know, we spent our lives growing up in this neighborhood in a sense, and we've actually had a lot of fun on Mulholland ourselves, you know. I mean, whether it was on bicycles, on motorcycles. I remember a couple times where we'd be out, goading some police officers into a slight pursuit, and we'd lose them in the trails in the mountains. So I'm really excited about this one.
Yeah, Mulholland Drive, and also known as Mulholland Highway, has been here since 1924. One of the most iconic roads in Los Angeles. If you're coming to LA, we're starting here at Universal Studios in the parking lot of Michelli's Italian Restaurant, one of LA's finest. And we're slowly going to make our way west out to Malibu. We have a cool choice today of a Ferrari F430, 500 horsepower, or the 1971 venerable Volkswagen Bug, 40 horsepower.
Yeah, you know what I like about the Beetle, it's not so much the horsepower, it's got more model years than it does have horsepower. So should be an interesting challenge we have between the Beetle and the Ferrari here today.
All right, well, let's get started. The Speed Traveler presents Best Roads, Mulholland Highway.
This is the Speed Traveler Presents Best Roads, where we have made it our mission to find and drive the best roads around the world in the seat of some amazing automobiles. We have spent our lives as professional drivers and race instructors, and we now invite you to join us on our next epic adventure as we search the world for the best roads, drive amazing cars, and encounter new adventures around every curve. Join us as the Speed Traveler presents Best Roads.
Say heads, you get the Ferrari. Tails, I get the Ferrari.
Done. Got our official penny in the air. That looks like heads to me.
Oh, it's heads.
So I have the good fortune to be sitting inside a 2007 Ferrari 430 with near 500 horsepower. Yes. Yes. This is definitely going to be fun.
On our way for this amazing adventure, 55 miles from Universal Studios to the Pacific Ocean. Mulholland Highway was opened on December 27th of 1924. What's really cool about it is essentially was a road just to enjoy your car and run along the crest of the mountains in LA, separating Hollywood from the valley.
I am being highly hampered by a very small car. Oh yeah. 55 miles of pure bliss. Woo! That is a lot of horsepower. Oh my goodness.
So Chris took all of 10 seconds to blow by me in the Ferrari. We literally turned off of Cahuenga Boulevard across from Universal, and he passed me 10 seconds into the drive, but doesn't matter. I got 40 horsepower. It's 80 degrees in the hills of Southern California on one of the most iconic streets and roads and highways in the world. So it is almost impossible to not have an amazing time.
What's lovely about the Ferrari 430 Spider is it's a convertible. There you have it.
All right, we are headed westbound on Mulholland Highway. We just crossed over Laurel Canyon. And what's significant about that is in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, this was the mecca of street racing. So on any night between dusk and dawn, you could find dozens of people up here racing. I mean, really pretty crazy. There's stories in the 70s of guys that were bringing full race-prepared cars, not street legal out here, and burning it up and winning some money in the evenings. It's really, really cool. The history here is just spectacular. James Dean would bring his Porsche up here before he entered in a Sports Car Club of America race, and he would do hot laps on this track, which at the time they called Mulholland International Raceway. And James Dean would run his Porsche really hard up here, and really he got to learn the boundaries of that car and the level of adhesion. And then he went, and the first race that he actually did was an SCCA race. He actually won that race, and he attributes a lot of that to coming up here and practicing. So we're just about to come up to where the races ended. We're doing this backwards. We're going from east to west. The racers did it. If you want to know and you want to try it, the racers did it from about Coldwater Canyon east on Mulholland Highway, ending right about the Hoover Outlook. Show off! There goes Chris. So we are here at the Mulholland Scenic Overlook. What's great about this is Chris was demonstrating the end of the track. So the end of the track came eastbound from from Coldwater to Laurel. And right here, where this guardrail is a little bit broken, there's literally 20 cars at the base of this hill. So back in the day, cars would come flying through here. They'd get to this corner, which is of course called Dead Man's Corner. They couldn't make the corner, and they would slide and fall right off this hill. There's probably 20 cars down there. There's no way to get them out. So if you want to try a cool little hike, pull over on one of these outlets on the side of the road, hike down there, and you're going to find a bunch of old rusted cars that didn't make this corner. So very cool stop along the way.
A large section of Mulholland is actually still dirt, and perhaps prudently, we've chosen to avoid that dirt section. We've rejoined Mulholland now, making our way ever closer to the venerable Snake section. 21 turns, 800 feet of elevation change, and just more fun than you can possibly have driving a car. All right, we're coming up on the world famous Calamigos Ranch. This place is amazing. It's just an icon out here in Malibu. We're gonna be meeting Charlie. We'll probably be waiting a little while because, well, you know, he's in the bug. So it might take a little bit of time to get Charlie's back in the homestead. Calamigos Ranch, however, this place is amazing. It's been around for about a half century. It was recently completely rebuilt, and they do all kinds of great events out here. And it's just a beautiful environment to have lunch here mid-drive. I mean, we've had a great day of driving so far, and it's only gonna get better. And I can't believe this. Do my eyes deceive me? I'm gonna have to have a conversation with Charlie and see what kind of moves he was doing out here today.
The car is so supple, it doesn't beat you up. It's a dream to drive, and it's got plenty of horsepower. I mean,
how can you not have fun in a car like that? But you know, on equal terms, granted you were in the Beetle, but on winding roads like this, it's not all about the horsepower, is it?
It's not. I think that if you were short on money and you just wanted to come out and have fun, you could rent a Beetle and go do that drive and still have a blast. I mean, I'm having a great time with 40 horsepower. There's no power steering, so you got to muscle the car around the corner. There's no power brakes. It handles incredibly well for a 50-year-old car. I can't believe it. So I'm having a blast.
Well, it's tiny. It's tiny, so you know you can actually drive through the lanes and kind of use a racing line, you know.
I grew up in Malibu, and this
Yeah.
place was a lot different when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So when did you add all the villas and the bungalows?
Yeah.
When did all that change?
So the resort itself used to be like a wellness kind of resort, and then we renovated it and turned it into Calamigos Guest Ranch about 4 years ago. So it's pretty new.
And how many villas do you guys have now?
We have 56 rooms. We have bungalows and suites. We have 7 different room types, 3 pools. We have a spa, and we have our Malibu Cafe as our public restaurants. Just people coming from the day. People want to come and have a staycation because you're just close enough to LA that you know it's an easy drive, but you feel like you're up north or you're really far.
Well, why we love it is just the most unique place in the city, in my opinion.
I think
and
so
I hadn't
too.
been here in so long,
Yeah.
and we were going by Mulholland Highway. We stopped in by chance, and
Yeah.
it was crazy.
Yeah.
When the Malibu Cafe was going off. So we thank you so much for your
Of course,
hospitality.
of course.
Getting a little tire squeal there, but man, this 50-year-old car has been holding up incredibly well today. Really unbelievable. I mean, I guess I lost the flip of the coin, but I've been able to manhandle this car around the corners, and it's been fantastic. So, I mean, there isn't a way to have a bad day out here on Mulholland Highway. Doesn't matter what you're driving. You're driving a Yugo, you're gonna have a great day. You're driving a Lambo, you're probably gonna have a little better day.
What maniac lets me loose with a Ferrari on a road like this? Yeah, look at that full opposite lock. And I'm trying to keep it in the lanes. I'm trying to be gentle, not too gentle. Oh, this is Velcro. Look at that, the Pacific Ocean. Oh. Little squirrely. Ha ha! Oh yeah, a glorious day of driving. The most amazing highway in California, quite frankly, Mulholland Highway. Closing in on what is just a beautiful destination, the Pacific Coast Highway. You just don't want days like this to end. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to PCH, Pacific Coast Highway, Malibu edition. Looking for just the ever so smallest of gaps.
That is what I call a road. Holy crap, I got a workout in my forearms.
I can't believe this day is coming to a close. This has been, I don't know, a fantastic day. I mean,
Yeah.
it's beyond words.
What's crazy to me is that we spent all day on that road. We started at 7 a.m. this morning at Universal Studios. Here we are on the sand at beautiful Malibu Beach 12 hours later. What an epic day.
55 miles of the Mulholland Highway, you couldn't ask for more. It was an adventure and a half. And you know, to have these adventures, we have to have the support of great partners. And Toco, pay-as-you-go warranty, vehicle warranty. If you're not using them now,
Yeah,
I don't know why you're not.
Using it.
I don't know why
It's
you're not.
Unbelievable new service. Also, our friends at Calamigos Ranch. If you haven't been up there for dinner and you haven't been there to spend the night, if you're out of town, book it right now. Spectacular place to stay. Most unique resort probably in LA, and it's on Mulholland Highway.
So my question is, do we get to turn around and go back now? 55 miles back?
We should, and it didn't matter whether it was in the Bug or the Ferrari. If you're out here in LA, rent a car, drop the kids at Universal, do this drive. It's spectacular.
The Speed Travel will be back. We're visiting Las Vegas, Valley of Fire, where I think we're gonna throw a couple extra tricks out there today.
Please check that out when it comes out. Subscribe, and we appreciate it. Thanks.